working for this office. When you have veterans that put their life on the line for us to be here, for us to enjoy the freedoms that we have, I think it's very important for us to have occasions like this to celebrate it. This event, and there's a lot of work put into this, also by the family, trying to make sure everybody's here and get everybody at the same time. So, I know there were phone calls yesterday popping up real quick, but we just really wanted to do it while the Congressman was here and while all the family members were here. So we said, look, this is the best time, let's do it. But again, back to the veterans. As you know, the Virgin Islands, 100,000 people, but per capita from World War I to now, we've been sending our country, and we still don't always get the recognition for it. We know the Vietnam War has been over for quite some time now. I mean, look how long it takes for something like this to happen. So I'm glad it's going to happen tonight, and so I just wanted to put that in there. So is Mr. Schrader here? All right. So I'd like to introduce our guest speaker at Larry, Mr. Richard McIntosh is correct.
Well, it was during the month of July, 2017. I was at Plaskett Veterans Center for an appointment with a doctor. I met Dennis there before, and we greeted each other, but after we greeted each other in small talk, he turned to me and said, I want you to write my story. Now, I knew that the combat Marine, but I didn't know much to the extent enough to service in Vietnam. And also, his survival at sea for 29 days. So I said, sure, we exchanged numbers. And it was about 2 weeks. The first time we met at Butler Park, he just started to cover the service and told me about that. And we met several more times, about 10 times, even at his home. And let me tell you, you heard of this old movie, I think it was Aggie Murphy or somebody, To Hell and Back. Well, he's been there. In Vietnam. And at sea. One part of the book, he said that it was like war out there at night. The sea, whistling like bullets, that type of stuff. And it was only 3 times. Only 3 times in Vietnam. I believe the first time he was the point man. And they were going on patrol. And the bullet came through his helmet and just grazed his skull. Second time he was wounded in his hand. And the third time in his leg. And I recall in the book when he was taken to Guam. And the doctor, after examining him, said, Marine, you will be in combat in 2 months. Back in combat. And in the 60th day, he was on a helicopter going back. So, you want to see someone we have it back here? That is not enough. Thank you.
So next we'll have Congresswoman Plaskett to give her remarks as well as present that award.
Mr. McIntosh, if you thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for all that you've done for all of us, not just us Virgin Islanders, but for us as a country. And not just for America, but when Americans go out to fight, they fight for the world. and fight for freedom for everyone around the world. We're a symbol of freedom, and you're our symbol of that here, right here in Fredericksburg for us, as we see you walking around. And I want to thank you, Mr. Schrader, for coming as well. And I did receive your book. Your niece, Angie, who works with me, gave me a copy, and I read it that same day. So thank you, because it's important for us to know your story. So we receive, you know that this is something that you, and it's so, I remember when I asked you, is it a great honor for you to receive this? And you said you didn't really feel like it was an honor, it was your due for something that you did. And we received from the Department of the Navy, United States Marine Corps, this letter that you received. It says, "Dear Mr. McIntosh, this responds to an inquiry from Plaskett on your behalf concerning the Purple Heart Medal and Award for your service in the U.S. Marine Corps. As requested, your Purple Heart Medal and certificate are provided as the enclosure. A copy of this letter will be filed in your official military records, which has been returned to the National Personnel Record Center. And this is being archived in St. Louis, Missouri, and it gives your number, your serial number. And the certificate says, to all who shall see the United States Marine Corps for wounds received in action on December 16, 1967 in Vietnam. And this is signed by Commandant of the Marine Corps, Robert Kelly. Sweet. Because of your great honor that you have done for our country in serving so valiantly, we, my office decided that we would have a flag flown on your behalf. So on May 29, 2018, at my request, at the request of the Honorable Stacey Plaskett, Member of Congress, this flag was flown over the U.S. Capitol in honor of Lance Corporal Dennis McIntosh, who bravely served our nation in Vietnam. It's not folded in the appropriate triangle, but there's a flag in there that the members of Congress would like to present to you. And now, of course, the pièce de résistance, something that we have all been here waiting for. Here is your Purple Heart. It contains also a pin for your hat, as well as for your lapel. Okay. And did you want to say any words for us?
I want to say that the Sharon mentioned that about the Jews, that today is the day that everyone is different. So all the time the carnival going on, we ought to see, looking at everything. Unfortunately.
And for how many nights then?
22.
And how, and you want to tell us how you were came to be rescued?
No, we rescued, when we rescued, it was an accident really. I bought that because I was coming from Aruba, going to, I'm coming from New Orleans, going to Aruba. And he saw the boat in the water, and he said, the reason why he stopped is because at the boat that side, in that type of water, he knew it was hot. I was saying also that he's surprised that he didn't pick up no distress signal from the government. One hard boat passing the area to look out. What makes him cry? And that was kind of stupid, you know. You know that we here didn't do nothing about us drifting to one boat to help us in case they should see us, or to look out for us. And that's supposed to be normal way of doing things, and it wasn't done.
So you were meant to be here with us.
for us. It really opened our eyes to some of the things he experienced, and like you said, yeah, it was harsh for him. We're so grateful. I'm so happy to, be here today, and he's still here today because he's such an integral part of our lives that we really need. From now until I need like 60 more years of my life. Okay? Yeah. I'm not right now. Okay, please. Thank you guys so much. Miss Plaskett, thank you so much for, doing this for us and honoring him and, making this known. We're so grateful. I mean, all of his children, all of his grandchildren, this is, what he needs, and this is what he should be honored. Yeah. And that purple heart should have been given to him a long time ago. Thank you guys so much. I can't stop thanking you. And Mr. Shredder, you have a huge part of my heart. Okay?
She was in her mother baby when I was with I never knew her.
Yes, and like I said,
we wouldn't be here because we're the younger.
Omega, and Micah, the sisters, come. Yeah.
I'd like to echo my sister's sentiment in saying thank you. Bradley, when I saw, we've always been very close with our dad, very close. And when I saw my dad speaking about his experience in Vietnam in detail for the first time, one line he said was that every life that he encountered and every time he had to fight for his, or that he saw loss, was like a sore on the inside that never heals. And so the compassion and the love that we already had for our dad deepened so much because just my dad as a person who had to transcend a lot of things and without help, because at that time you just came back home and you went back to work and you moved back in with your family and you didn't speak about it. So Ms. Plaskett, Mr. Shredder, everyone in our community really who just rallied around him and in recognizing him, because when you have to
Colonel,
Honorable Delegate, thank you for having me. She notified me. And I apologize for my dress. I was cutting last night. So I apologize, but I had to make it clear.
I think about it, I never seen
I had the honor to interview this fine gentleman, and I'm going to tell you, I've interviewed Vietnam veterans from around the Virgin Islands, not just here, St. Thomas, St. John. And I'm telling you, and hands down, I tell anyone, this is the hero here. What he experienced in Vietnam, and I'm not afraid to say this, he brought tears to my eyes when he told me his story. I think he was 17 or 18 when he went into it. And one point that he put out to me and he made that really touched me, he said, I was going out there and I was just a kid. I was a child myself and going out there every day on missions, every day. And that was very emotional to me. And it had a special place. He had a special place in my heart as a Vietnam veteran for what he accomplished, bar none. I think he's the cream of the crop when it comes to Virgin Island Vietnam veterans. He is the cream of the crop. But what he sacrificed and what he accomplished is just unbelievable. And the recording that we did doesn't do justice for his story that he spoke to us on. I mean, if you listen to the whole interview, you'll find out what he really was engaged in. I mean, it's really, America has to be grateful for men like this man that sacrifice their life, put their life on the line for the American people. And so we, Delegate, and and all veterans here, I feel that there's not enough being done for us in the Virgin Islands. There really isn't enough being done for people like him that made so many other veterans with different walkouts. And so I just appeal for you at any moment that there's any discussions about benefits to the territory for Vietnam veterans, the care to make sure that these medical issues that are long-standing, they don't go away. They don't go away.
As a matter of fact, I think the military should automatically, when the time is up, send it to a program automatically. Don't wait for you to have problem. And then, then send them to a program. They have to go to a program right away. Because most of the guys come back home. You see what happened to them? You see what happened to Duki? Duki kill his wife, he kill himself, he kill his wife, Mara. Just in an instant. You can't wait for this thing to happen. You see?
So I appeal to you to continue to push for us. We need a voice. We need a voice in Congress. And you're the person, I know that you echo the veterans support, and I ask you to continue on our behalf. Because there's a lot left to be done. So thank you so much for your service to this nation, to the country, and to the people of the Virgin Islands. I mean, your words from your father. So proud, I know that I'm both. And I have to next year.
Yeah,
And I know that I'm such beautiful people, man. So thank you.
This is going to close us out. Thank you all for coming here. We actually did a recording of this. So we are going to put it on social media because I think Virgin Islanders need to hear this story as well. And others outside of the Virgin Islands. But Mr. McIntosh, you are our hero. And you have a beautiful family. But one of the things I think is so amazing about your dad is having been a combat veteran and the things that he's gone to, he's still such a gentle person when he's around you. He's always such a sweet man whenever, I come outside of the office and have conversation with him. And he just has such a gentle touch. And I'm really grateful that that war did not take that away from you. So thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, and to echo some of the sentiments before, just said, very recently we just had a meeting with Veterans Affairs, and at some points they got a little contentious, and so these are some of the things that we are working on right now. That how is it that we could take young people, send them to Hawaii, bring them back? Our defense budget is here, and the VA budget is gone here. That's unacceptable.
Israel.
Yeah.
Israel is a lot of money from the United States.
Yep.
And they do not participate in the war we participate in. We participate in all wars. Look how many dead from World War I to World War II to the Korean War, the Vietnam conflict, all in Santo Domingo, all in place. We participate in all those conflicts. And we can't get nothing.
I agree.
Look at our schools. Look at the hospital. Look at our roads.
So we got a lot to work on, so we'll be working for you and all our veterans at the Virgin Islands, as well as all the veterans across the United States and other territories. I also have to say, one of the people that put a lot of the pieces of this puzzle together was, couldn't be here tonight. He's actually moving on from our office to the administration, but Mr. Richard Mota, our press secretary. So he's going to be taking us along with the new administration, so he couldn't be here tonight. Another person that could not be here tonight was Mr. Patrick Fowler, the Veterans Affairs. Yeah, you have to go back to St. Thomas, but he did send a message for you, so I'll read that to you right now. So a message from the Virgin Islands State Director of Veterans Affairs. A most pleasant good night to all in attendance, with an even more special greetings to Mr. Dennis Alfonso McIntosh and his family and
What was the real name?
Alfonso. Please accept my apologies for not being physically in attendance, as this event comes on the heels of another previously scheduled engagement. Today marks a very special day for a very worthwhile occasion. The one award that nobody strives to achieve while serving in the U.S. military is about to be officially bestowed upon a great citizen of this nation. Why is it the most awarded award of the United States Armed Services is simple. The criteria to earn this award is one that most times cause it to be awarded posthumously. We are extremely grateful that this is not the case. Mr. McIntosh, On behalf of the grateful nation and the territory, I say thank you for your service. You're a great reflection of your family, the United States Marine Corps, the Virgin Islands of the United States, and the United States of America. God bless you and your family. Please acknowledge receipt. Oh, that's for me, sorry about that. So thank you. And I'll give you a cup. See it? Thank you again. So that's basically for the official portion of the ceremony. We have some free refreshments if you want anything. I would like to know who the family members are. So if you don't mind,
this is my son. Oh. This is my son. Amel, come. My son. Amel. Come on, Amel. My youngest, my oldest is away. Yeah, and Omega, my sister, young sister, her son, John, Micah's son, Robert.
Let's get a good picture with you.
Yeah.
You want to have him hold that up? There we go.
Nice. Perfect.
Everybody here? On three? 1, 2, 3. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
I want to get
Yes.
All right, then you on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Purple Heart ceremony for Lance Corporal Dennis Alfonso McIntosh, United States Marine Corps. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.